Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. But if you are new here, then welcome to my channel where we do all things Nintendo related and plus lots of cozy gaming. So if you like that sort of content, don't forget to subscribe and let's get into the video. So for today's video, I'm going to be going through all of my entire Switch game collection. Now, as you can see, I have quite a few physical games, but I also own some digital games. So let's get to it, shall we? So the first game I own is Ring Fit Adventure. Now, I actually bought this for Christmas. I have had a couple of hours play on it and I actually really enjoy it. So you have two different modes on this one. You have an adventure mode and then you have the free play sort of mode. So in the free play mode, you can divide each set up to, I think it's 5 sets where you can put different exercises in it and then obviously do them freely. But the adventure bit is where you have to follow this track and you have to either jump, bend, do all the different kind of things with the ring that you get, and then when you get to the end you have to defeat a boss so you can move on to the next level. And I actually quite enjoyed that aspect of it. There is some games on the Wii, for example, where you can just sit and literally just shake the control and it will pick up the movement. However, this one you have to have the actual attachment on your leg and the ring in your hand so that it detects it, and I think that is a little bit better. So you get the ring with it, like I say, and the strap at the bottom. You put one of the Joy-Cons in the strap on your leg, and then obviously the other one will go into the ring. Now you have different movements of doing it with the ring, so you have to push it or pull it or put it up or down or whatever you're doing with it, and then obviously have the movement from your legs as well. So I really enjoyed this one. It's not my favourite game, but it does have a nice aspect of it where you have to do an adventure, so it's not just a boring exercise game. There's a bit more of a fun deal to it instead as well. The next one has to be one of my favourite games. Now, I got this for my birthday this year. I started playing it and I really enjoy it. To be honest, I haven't played the My Sims of it yet, but I have played My Sims Kingdom, which I've completed and I've restarted it because I really enjoyed this one. Now this one is a remastered of the Wii version of My Sims and My Sims Kingdom. Now a lot of people wanted the My Sims and My Sims Kingdom remastered from the DS, but we actually got the Wii version. But I really enjoyed it. I never played the Wii version as a child, but as an adult playing it on the Switch, I really enjoyed it, and I just got addicted to it and I just couldn't stop until I completed the lot. I'm now ready to move on to My Sims part of this one. So obviously you get 2 games in one, and I just really like it. It's really cozy. It's really just a chill game where you haven't got to think about everything and you can just slowly go through it if that's what you want to do and not have to rush everything. And it's just, oh, I love this game. It's so nice. And this is probably one of my favourites on the Switch, so there is that as well. The next game we have is Princess Peach Showtime. Now I bought this near enough on release day, I think, or it was like the day after, and I was really looking forward to it and I was like, oh my god, it looks such a good game. Now I am a little bit disappointed in this game, and the reason why is because it took me less than 10 hours to complete the whole game. Now I know that this is a kids game before anybody says it, but I just wanted a bit more adventure in it and a bit more less easiness to play it. But I did enjoy it when I did play it, saying that. So this one is about all of the different theatre plays that Princess Peach will go round, and then you have to defeat all these little characters, help the little ducks, which is so cute, and then you'll defeat a boss at the end and then move on to the next one. The little star in it will help her along the way, and it is quite a cute, chill game. It's not really hard. Now this one is actually catered towards a 7-year-old and upwards, but I think even a 3-year-old would be able to do this game because it is very simple and very quick and easy. So if you are looking for a game that is cozy and quick and just chill to do, then I would definitely recommend this one. However, like I say, I'm a little bit disappointed because it took me less time to do it, and I thought that it was going to be a little bit more challenging than it is, but it's not, if that makes sense. So kind of, it's alright. My favourite bit was when she turned into a baker. That was my favourite part of the game, but everything else, it was very quick and easy and simple to understand as well. So if you're wanting that sort of thing, this one is a good one to go for, and yeah, so I have that one. The next one I have is the one that I owned right from the beginning of having my OG Switch, which is Super Mario Odyssey. I really enjoyed this game. I really liked it and I have completed it so many times, apart from the bit where you get to Princess Peach and you finally complete all the bit of the wedding and then you get transported back and you're like, right, now what do I do? Because Princess Peach is not there and I always get stuck on that bit, so I don't know if it's like fully completed or if I have to do a little bit more. I'm not sure, but that's the bit I get to and then it stops. But I've done this about 4 or 5 times now and I just really enjoy it. I really like this game and I'm hoping that Nintendo bring out a version 2 of this game so I can play it on my Switch 2 as well, because I actually really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed going through all the different cities, and obviously, what was his name? Cap. The cap that helps you is a magical thing, so you get to turn into all these different items to help you along the way. And I just really enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed this one right from the beginning, and this is my OG game that I bought with my original Switch, so we have that one as well. Then of course we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Now this one, I had to have this one because I love new Super Mario Bros. I love anything Super Mario Bros. To be fair in the games, and when this one first got released I pre-ordered it because I was like, I'm having that game, it looks amazing. I really like the elephant form in it. That's like my favourite thing to change into, all the characters apart from I think Yoshi doesn't change into it. I love this game so much and I completed it over Christmas time when I got it, so it didn't take me long to complete it, but I really liked the aspect of all the different things that you play and the wonder flowers that you get and the options to play all the different worlds like you do in normal Super Mario Bros. So yes, this one is a highly recommended game because if you are a fan of Super Mario Bros. And the games, then I definitely recommend this one because this one is just such a fun game to play. Now I have quite a lot of Zelda games and I've only recently, as of like the past few years, I've got into Zelda. So we have a few games that we actually like to play. None of them are completed, shall we say, but they are one of my favourites to play. So the first two we have are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Now Breath of the Wild I find actually quite difficult to play. Now this one is from a 12, so, but this one I find harder than Tears of the Kingdom and I just can't get the swing of this one. It's just, I don't know what it is, I just cannot get the swing of doing it. But I've watched so many tutorials and I'm like, right, I'm gonna have to literally watch a gameplay through all the way to play it. But I still really like the game, let's put it that way. I still like going through the different stages and doing the different shrines and stuff like that, but I just find it a little more difficult than Tears of the Kingdom. So I have got further in Tears of the Kingdom, definitely not completed it, but I have got further in this one than I have in Breath of the Wild. I much prefer the way that the shrines are in this game because for me they feel like they're a bit more simpler to solve rather than in Breath of the Wild they are a little bit more difficult. Now you're probably thinking it's not that difficult, it's fine, but for me I prefer Tears of the Kingdom and everything about Tears of the Kingdom better than Breath of the Wild. Now I did want to complete Breath of the Wild before I started Tears of the Kingdom, but that's not happened. So I moved on to Tears of the Kingdom. I was like, I'm going to play it, I'm going to see what it's like, and I actually prefer this one. So out of two of the games that have the original Legend of Zelda games on the Switch, then I would sway towards more the Tears of the Kingdom. Now I know this one is like one up from this one, as in it carries on from this story, so, but I just prefer this one. So sorry to everybody that loves Breath of the Wild, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to sit there and really focus and do it properly, but it's time consuming. That's the thing about these games, they are very time consuming. If you are looking for something really quick and easy to do, these are not it. These are more of the games where you have a lot of time on your hands to sit and complete the shrines and everything else that you need to do in them. So yeah, we have those two. And then the last two that I have in physical form of Zelda games is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and Link's Awakening. Now I have yet to play this game, haven't played this one, but we have played this one. Now this one, I really love this one. This has got to be my favourite Zelda game that I have played on the Switch. This one to me, because it's not, I don't know, it's all more like a DS styled game rather than, you know, the updated graphics. I mean, the old graphics are really good, I don't mean it like that, I just mean in the style of the characters and everything. It's just reminds me of being on the DS again. I just really enjoyed this game. I'm very close to finishing it. It's just the last bit now to complete and then I've finished it, and that's my first Zelda game that I've completed. But there's a part in it where you have to keep going, you can't save the game, you have to restart from the beginning if you are completing that end bit, which I was so frustrated about because you get so far and then if you die you have to start all over again. But I really enjoyed this game. I loved the little character that follows you around and the echoes that you can make. Obviously that's why it's called Echoes of Wisdom, so that you can move through all the different stages and you get to use all the monsters against themselves as echoes. So yes, I really enjoyed this game, and this one, like I say, it's got to be one of my favourite ones so far for the Switch. So that is all my physical games that I own. Now we're going to move on to some of my digital games. I am going to show you on my OG Switch because some of them I have not yet moved over to my Switch 2 and I'm like, I'm not ready to fuss, so I've kept them on my OG Switch. So I am going to show you some of them. So the first one I actually I own Cobra Kai 2 as well, Dojo's Rising, which is in just the cartridge. I haven't got the case of it, I've just got the cartridge. I also own Animal Crossing The New Horizons, which I actually bought a new cartridge so that I could play on my Switch 2 as a new complete file, and I'm not then switching it off from my OG Switch. So I own it in digital form and in physical form as well. Then I also own Mario Kart 8, which is here. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Again, you can't have a Nintendo Switch product or a Nintendo gaming console without having some sort of Mario Kart installed onto the device. So I really enjoy Mario Kart 8. I always like Mario Kart. There's no yes or no, I don't like it. It's always yes, I really enjoy playing Mario Kart because it's just a staple in Nintendo products. So I have that. Then I also own Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now I have recently got into this game because when I first got it I was a bit like, I don't really understand what I'm doing here. I don't get it. But then I started watching some tutorials on YouTube. Now I know it is a simple game. It's a simple cozy game. But if you've never played it and you don't really understand what the hell you're doing, then you need some sort of guidance. So I've now recently got into it a bit more now that I understand what the hell I'm doing. And I really enjoy this game. I'm obsessed. If you love Disney anyway and you want a cozy game for your Switch, this is the one to go for because you unlock all these different characters. So far I have, I don't even know what her name is, for Moana. No, not Moana. Oh my god, what's her name? Mirabelle? I can hear the song in Mirabelle when she's singing. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I'll put an image of her on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. I have her, obviously I have Goofy, Mickey, I have, oh what's his name? Scrooge McDuck. That one. I have Ratatouille, and I've just got into some of the other bits that you unlock of the map, and we have found Kristoff from Frozen, and I'm due to get Donald Duck out of the portal that they've gone through. So I haven't got very far in it, like I say, but I have really enjoyed doing all the different quests, making all the friendships, collecting all the stuff, and just rebuild it. It's very similar to like Animal Crossing sort of, where you're building and making items, and then you building friendships, and then you're placing different furniture everywhere, and then the houses when they come unlocked. I finally got into it and I've been really enjoying it. Now I know you can get it on PC as well, which I have been debating on doing, but I'm like, do I really need two options? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But yes, that's another one I have on my Switch. Then we also have Nintendo Switch Sports. Now, Nintendo Switch Sports I'm actually really disappointed in, and the reason why is because I thought it was going to be similar to maybe the Wii Sports and how that was, but it's nothing like it. Nothing like it. It has a few games in it such as baseball, the football one, the bowling and all that. It's just not the same though. I just thought it was going to have the same feeling as you had when you're playing Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. There's just not enough to it, and I think it is very boring, shall we say, compared to Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I mean, they had a lot more games in it. I mean, Wii Sports didn't. They had just the basic ones, but then they brought out another one of Wii Sports Resort, and they have loads more games, and I much prefer them games to Nintendo Switch Sports. So they kind of slacked on that. I don't know if they're going to update it in the future, more games to it or not. I think they have recently added basketball, but apart from that, it's just not the same feel, not the same vibe. So unfortunately that one is just not worth the money, and I wouldn't even bother buying it. If you really liked Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, then just know that this one is a bit of a dampener. It is nice to play with other people, but I think for me personally, I don't play it enough to say that I would recommend it, and I really like it. There is other multiplayer games that you can play other than this one that I prefer. We also have some of the cooking tycoons. Now I really like a game that has time management, and I feel like stuff like Cake Mania, for example, on the DS, I really enjoyed that, and if there's any other game that's similar to that, I'll more likely download and like, because it's just that time management and stimulation game. So I have Cooking Tycoon 3-in-1 bundle, and I have Cooking Tycoon 3-in-1 bundle as well, and I have completed probably most of these in them. So you have bakery one, you have Sweet Tycoon, and then you have something else I think in it, and there's a few different options that you can obviously choose, and then you just have to manage when you're cooking them, putting the stuff on, giving them to the customers, and just see if you can get them served as quick as you can to make the money and get the stars. So for me, that is just a game that I really enjoy because I like that sort of game. So I have them too. I also have the Lego Harry Potter collection as well. Now if anybody played this on the Wii, then I absolutely love this on the Wii. It was one of my favourites. Me and my brother used to play it all the time on the Wii. I think we completed it quite a few times, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to play it on the Switch as well. It's exactly the same. There's no difference, I don't think. As I was playing it on the Switch, I don't feel that there's any difference in the way that it's played from the Wii to the Switch. I also have another game called Tell Me Your Story. Now this one was actually sent to me to try out. It's just a puzzle game where you are just figuring out these puzzles and then you move on to the next one, and yeah, so that's that one. Then I also have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Now let me just say, I have not played this game. I bought it because I really enjoyed the Lego games, but I have not played it because I think I got to a point where it's like I don't really understand what I'm doing. So I kind of stopped and I haven't picked it up since. So, but I really do enjoy the Lego games. I used to enjoy that on, I'm sure it was either the Xbox or no, it wasn't PlayStation. It was on the Xbox. My brother had it on the Xbox and I really enjoyed it. And I liked playing with Iron Man. And for some reason I just can't seem to get into this one. I don't know why. But it's there anyway. So hopefully I'll get into it one day and just start playing it. Now there is another game called, I don't know whether it's pronounced Paella or Paella. Paella. I want to say Paella or Paella. I don't know. Whatever that game's called. Anyway, I've just not got into this game. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I just can't get into it the way that other people are doing. And I've seen so many people, you know, really have these massive houses and load of like crops and stuff, and I just think I can't seem to get the gist of it and I don't really understand it. So at least it's free. I haven't paid for it, but I just can't seem to get into it and I'm not sure why. Because I like Animal Crossing. People have said it's very similar to Animal Crossing, but I just can't get the feeling of it. So I haven't really played that one either. Then of course, when the obsession with Among Us went about, this one was actually free when I bought it originally. Well, I say bought it when I got it originally, but then they have started to charge for it. I don't know why. But Among Us, again, I just really like this one. I was obsessed on the PC and then I downloaded it on the Switch when it came and I was like, it's just very, very addictive. You have to find out who the imposter is and then obviously go around doing all these different tasks, and you've got to see who it is that is basically sabotaging you. And then you vote them out. Everybody votes them out, and then if it's you or not, then you get kicked out or you have to start all over again. So, but like I say, Among Us was very, very popular back in the day. It was more popular, I think, on PC, and then it started coming to other platforms. But yes, I still have that one. And the last one is Brain Training. Now, I enjoyed this on DS, but again, they've remastered it, brought it to the Switch, and they've completely fucked it up. Which, it's just not as good, it's not as responsive, it's quicker to do it on the DS. Now it has some sort of like integration where you have the sensors, so at the bottom of the controllers on the Switch, you have the sensors to be able to do it and, you know, do all the hand movements and stuff. It just doesn't pick it up as well, and I just much preferred it on the DS. I just don't like it on this one, and unfortunately I barely play it because I don't like it. If it was in physical form I probably would have sold it, but because it's not, I'm like, can't really do anything about it. I am yet to play it on the Switch too. I don't know if it works on the Switch too, but it might do, and maybe it will play better, I'm not sure. And some of the other games might play a little bit better, but for that one personally, it's just not really there. It's just not the same as the DS. It's got remastered, but it's just the whole feeling of Brain Training was so different. Like everybody raved about Brain Training when it first came out, and obviously more Brain Training, they brought out a few more and people loved it. But bringing it to the Switch, nobody's spoken about it because it's absolutely shit. It's just not worth it at all, and it's just nothing like the DS version. So yeah, we have that. So all in all, I have, let me count them and I'll tell you how many digital games I own and physical games. So I have 21 games in all. I also forgot to mention, I obviously have Mario Kart World as well. So that is an exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 game, obviously, because it only came out with Nintendo Switch 2. I really, really love that one, especially Rainbow Road. That one, I normally hate Rainbow Road on any of the Mario Karts. It's always the one that I really, really despise. But on this one, I really, really love it. And I don't know why, because most of the games I just hate Rainbow Road, but this one I really enjoyed it. And I love the fact that you can free roam. You also get these little lucky bags as you go around to unlock all the different characters of the outfits, should I say, of the character that you play in, and I just love it. I love it, and it's so chaotic as well when you have more players to play with, such as instead of having 12 you have 24, and it's just, I don't know, I just really, really like it. I have nearly completed all of the cups, there's just a few that I haven't, and I just really, really like I say, you can't have a Nintendo Switch or Nintendo item without having Mario Kart. So yes, I also own that. So all in all I have 22 games, which I also want to get more in the future because there is a few games that is releasing. Obviously Donkey Kong Bonanza has recently released, but I've never really played Donkey Kong and I don't really want to pick it up just for the sake that it's just come out. So I might have to get into it, I don't know, we'll have to see, but we'll have to play some of the other games first just to see how I like the Donkey Kong games. So yeah, they are all my games and what I own for the Nintendo Switch. If you did enjoy that video, then please give it a big thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.